Hey everybody, Josh for Populi here, and at the end of this video, we'll do something unprecedented for these Populi videos that we love so much. We'll show you completely unedited footage of the process we're describing. Hope you don't mind kissing all your preconceived ideas goodbye. We want to support our schools in their ongoing task of getting their students to pay them. We think it's only fair. I'm sure I don't have to tell you that a chunk of folks out there will pay you if you just remind them. And that's what we're going to focus on here, the process of sending out payment reminders to students who have balances. We'll look at setting a few things up, discuss some of your options, and then demonstrate executing the task. This video is going to be most useful to users with the financial admin or student billing role. And just so we have expectations set properly, this is not a fully automated process. So the time, the monthly aspect of this, that's up to you. It's not just going to happen on a monthly basis. You have to go and execute the task. But with the help of a recurring event on a calendar app of your choice, we know you can handle it. We believe in you. Let's get this set up. You can really grease the skids of this process by setting up an email template. You can dial that in and use relevant variables so you can mass email pertinent students. Under Communications, Templates, Email Templates, you'll add an email template. We're going to create an example here to demonstrate what's generally possible, but of course, you'll have ideas about additions and changes that'll make this email work for you. We'll fill in a name. This is just an internal name for your use. This isn't going to be the subject of the email. So we'll call it Monthly Payment Reminder. As we're looking at CC and BCC fields, we want to be careful about adding addresses here. Don't forget that these are going to be mass emails, so there's potential to completely overwhelm a recipient's mailbox. On reply to, you'll enter the email address to which you'd like recipients of this email to send their responses. So if you have a designated person on your billing team that would field those, slap their email address in there. For the subject line, I don't have much advice, but it should be something that catches the eye at least a little. You'll probably want to identify your school and indicate a balance due. For our example, I'll use balance due, Populi University. There's an option to include an attachment. I won't tell you not to, but probably not strictly necessary for this email. Looking at the body of the email here, you know what kind of an email you want this to be, but let's touch on some options. We'll insert a couple of variables here. You can personalize the email by including the recipient's name. We'll use the variable recipient's preferred name. Then we'll include this sentence about the balance, incorporating variables for the date and the balance. We also want to give the recipient here a link they can follow to just make a payment right away. We'll add a little language about that as well, and then the all-important online payment URL variable. Then we'll sign off pleasantly. Over here to the right, you can use the visibility option and choose roles to only allow your team to see this template. Under categories, you can categorize this template for easy locating if you like. I'll click Save. For more on email templates, check out our knowledge base article. Okay, that's it for template creation. Now let's look at setting up a useful filter. You'll want to be on Financial at the very top, then under Billing, Current, Student Balances. This is where we're going to pull up the list of students we want to remind. For the filter we're building here, we're going to make sure that this is set to match all. Right now, this filter is showing us anyone with any kind of balance, including credit balances. And that's based on this condition here, balance is not equal to 0. We're going to remove that and then replace it with a condition looking for a positive balance. You can set a threshold for balance amounts that you want to use. It can be whatever you want. In our example, we're not going to hassle anyone with less than a $30 balance. So we'll choose the condition balance and set that to balance is greater than or equal to 30, and then click add. Also, in our case, we don't want to include students who've set up a recurring payment. In our situation, they wouldn't need to be reminded because they've already worked out a regular payment schedule and they will pay automatically. So up here, we'll add a condition for has active recurring payments, set that to no, and then click add. Then we'll click apply filter. You may have additional filters you want to use to get the proper list of students. Feel free to add those. Do whatever you need to do. This is the list of students that we're going to contact. Now dig. We're going to save this set of conditions. Assuming that these conditions are evergreen, that any students that match these next month should also get an email. We'll be able to just pull this filter up next time and bang, email those students. I'll click save. We're going to give this filter a name. Why don't we call it monthly student balances? And we'll check this box so that other staff can use the same filter. Why not? We have now finished prepping. This is where we're going to demonstrate the act of emailing this group of students the monthly payment reminder email. Let's get the clock on screen. We're not going to edit during this process. I'm going to show you how quickly this can be done. Start the clock. Beginning from home, we're headed to financial, then billing current student balances. Over on the right, we're going to load the filter. We're loading that saved filter. We've got those conditions in. We've got a good list of students. We want to use the actions button to email them. Once we pull that email up, all we have to do is populate the correct template there. Everything fills in. We might as well have a look at the list of recipients just to make sure nothing crazy is going on there. Everything looks good. Now we can simply send the email, and that is it. The message has been sent. You can stop the clock. That's all there is to it. Let's look at the email that went out so we can get the catharsis of seeing those little variables filled in. And there we go, just a nice personalized email reminding folks they need to do something about their balance, prompting them to click a link, make a payment. Splendid. A few other helpful related resources down in the description. Do you want to dig deeper and get more value out of Populi for your school? Join our Discord server. It's where Populi users can ask each other questions and capitalize on community knowledge. If you want to become part of that community, go to Help in Populi and choose Join the User Community. That'll take you to a spot that has instructions about how you can get set up. I've been Josh for Populi. You've been great. Thanks for watching.